Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CSTV. I'm your host, Kathleen Egaltoto, Madam CS, and this is The Striker. Stay tuned and have it true and real. In The Striker today, actually, we're going to look at why President Ruto is very mad, sad, and unhappy with Kenyans, to an extent, actually, that he feels that Kenyans have Mapepo of rejection and they need some form of deliverance. So we're going to look at the reasons why President Ruto is hungry with us as the people is reading in this particular country. But at the same time, we are also going to look at how the Kenya Kwanza government is using the newly acquired supporters, that is Junet Mohammed and Hassan Joho, actually to intimidate Kenyans, and what this could have, or what implications could this have on Kenyan politics and the way and Kenya's political behavior up to 2027. But before we dive to this story, kindly, if you are new to this particular channel, remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment on our videos. Turn on the notification bell so that the next time we are uploading a video, YouTube will automatically notify you. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Kindly remember to like, share, and comment on our videos on the next theme that you actually want us to analyze. Now, President Ruto was addressing people in Taita Taveta. I think it was during his tour of the coast. He had, I think, a 2, if not a 3 days tour of the coast. He met the coastal members of parliament and the coastal UDA leaders, etc. And then he was addressing a crowd, I think, in Taita Taveta. And he said he doesn't understand what kind of pepo imeingia wa Kenya. Kuna pepo chafu imeingia wa Kenya, pepo ya reject everything. And he said actually we need deliverance. And you know, he's talking about pepo ya reject everything because, you know, Sadaka is being rejected, Chief is being rejected, himself is being rejected everywhere he goes. He even told the people of Taita Taveta that kuna watu wawili wanamsumbua na amekuja kuwa report, and then they told him no. So I think the kind of rejection messages that have been running around and going around concerning the government and its projects, including the Adani deal that he was forced actually to cancel, you know, are among the things that actually is alluding to in terms of the rejection spirit. Even say that rejecting even Sadaka. But now I want us to look at these things and we ask ourselves, why is he hungry? Number one, President Ruto is hungry with Kenyans because he knows this spirit of rejection is actually likely to make him a one-term president. He has seen it from other countries like Botswana. Somebody served as a one-term president. And from where President Ruto stands right now, with this constant spirit of rejection, you know, it just feels like actually I'm being pushed to the wall, and I'm likely to serve as a one-term president because his popularity and that of UDA is actually decreasing in the country. Decreasing in the sense that Kenyans don't want to hear anything about President Ruto and his project. That's why you see people making memes, people saying Sakayo Shuka, you know, Kasongo Sija, I don't know what, the Kasongo memes, you know. People want to hear anything else but not about the Kenya Kwanza government and its promises. You hear people say tumetenga tumefanya sarcastically. And you know, President Ruto even told the people that they don't have an opinion of an airport yata enyawachai kanyaga. To me, that was even being rude to Kenyans. That wasn't even diplomatic at all. So from where I stand, President Ruto is very hungry because he's fearing that he can easily lose the presidency 2027, because come to think of it, he has a very strong opposition. He has opposition people who have earned trust among Kenyans. Number two, he has lost popularity, be it in the church, be it in the mountain, be it among the Kenyans. Like, he's lost popularity, all the popularity is decreasing. So he's very much sad about it, and therefore that's why he's talking about Kenyans being people chafu. Number two, it has to do with the way the deals in the Kenya Kwanza government are being exposed every day. You know, it started with the Adani deal. The Adani deal, Kenyans could have never known about it were it not for a Kenyan diaspora who exposed the company. Or else JKIA right now could be under the partnership, the private-public partnership under the Adani group of companies. And, you know, with the Adani gone, and then the president was forced actually to declare it, you know, he has cancelled it. It's not so nice of him. The other time he was forced to cancel the 2024 finance bill after the agency. Now it is the Adani deal. Then here is SHIF, which Kenyans actually have refused to voluntarily register. Under SHIF we are being told the children will not go to school in January if you have not registered. Like literally, it is being forced down the throat of Kenyans. It's not like Kenyans have voluntarily registered. I'm sure that the people who have registered SHIF, most of them, if not 100% of them, are actually workers, public service workers. If you are working anywhere in this country, you are forced to register because, if you don't register, you understand the consequences. But ideally, if Kenyans were to be given the freedom to choose whether they are registering or not, truth to be said is that the Kenyans could not register. And that one is also not sitting well with the president until he has to use coercive means. Being told, we saw Moses Kuria saying if you have not registered for SHIF in January, your child will not be admitted in school. So imagine, these are the projects in Kenya Kwanza that are being exposed. The other day, we saw the former deputy president saying how SHIF is just expensive for nothing, when actually very little money could be used to upgrade and solve the problems in NHIF. That's another expose. And from where I stand, actually, President Ruto is not comfortable. The deals in the government are being exposed. Kenyans are refusing every project he comes up with. The finance bill, TMC brought it down, and then it came the SHIF, now, the Adani, etc. So from where I stand, President Ruto feels like his presidency is being undermined. He doesn't feel like the president. He doesn't feel like he's in authority, because whatever he says, actually, it's either he has to force it on Kenyans, and even when he's forcing it, still they are rejecting it. Kenyans are talking it all over. And then another thing is that it is the AU thing. Kenyans are publicly and openly in the internet saying they don't even support Baba for AU chairmanship. And this is the candidature that President Ruto has invested, going around African countries, calling the East Africa community, launching the chairmanship candidature for Raila here in Nairobi. He has done a lot as far as this candidature is concerned, and they anticipated that Kenyans could put local politics aside and support Baba even in the internet. But unfortunately, Kenyans are all over the internet actually saying that actually the guy from Chiputi should win. Now, as a president of a country, I think Ruto has to feel bad, because this is a candidate he's selling outside there, but the Kenyans themselves seem not to accept this candidate. And why Kenyans are mad with Raila, actually, it is because they feel he betrayed them by forming a broad-based government with Ruto. So I think also the fact that President Ruto launches a candidate for the AU chairmanship, and then Kenyans fight their own, is making Ruto feel like going mad. Because imagine, as a president, and your own people, your own citizens are the one burning for you outside there. One wanakuchomea. Yeah? And when Ruto came into power, he came out like a that serious Pan-Africanist, a president who was in control, a president mwenye alikuwa anaongea, anakohoa, watu wanaitika, a president who was loved by the people. I just want you to go back to September, October, November 2022 and look at the picture of President Ruto at that particular time among Kenyans and in Africa, and right now. At that particular time, Ruto was a darling of the people. He was loved. He was always received well. Kenyans were very proud of their president outside there. And whenever he could talk, even in these international conventions, Kenyans could be very happy. They could post him in TikTok, very proud of him and very patriotic. But today, look at what Kenyans are posting in the social media. They are posting memes, Sakayo Shuka, Kasonko, Mapepo Chafu, all those bad things. You understand? So, the kind of Ruto who came into power and the kind of Ruto now we have right now are two different things. And from where I feel, even how Kenyans have presented him to the international community right now, wamemchomea. And I think that is why President Ruto is very very sad. Then here comes President Ruto has brought the likes of Junet Mohammed and Hassan Joho to the government, and they have started threatening Kenyans. I feel like the UDA elected members are even better than the ODM acquired members that Ruto got the other day. I think the UDA members are better than even Joho and Junet Mohammed. Because tell me why Joho, a whole CS, is so much concerned about the politics when he's supposed to be dealing with administration and execution of policies. Tell me why he's telling Kenyans about not talking in the internet. The same internet that rioted, and the same internet where GNC, and convened and spoke and aired grievances until a broad-based government was formed, and the likes of Joho became beneficiary of that. And I just feel like Joho and Junet are becoming more focal and more rootless in Kenya Kwanza than even the elected members of UDA and Kenya Kwanza. And from where I stand, honestly, in as much as Ruto is getting mad with us Kenyans, I think he should also get mad with the people he's walking around with and the people who are surrounding him. Because like when Junet Mohammed stands and says that we don't need to be doing public participation because when a man wants to service his wife, he doesn't actually ask for permission. It's like telling us Ruto is the husband and we Kenyans are the wives. Already that is belittling Kenyans, and that is using a very bad language on Kenyans, trying to take away what they have been given constitutionally, the right to public participation, simply because you feel like things should be able to move the way the master you have just acquired wants. When we see the likes of Joho abusing people, telling them that Kenya cannot be built on the internet, you should also know that this is the same internet where ideas and opinions are shared and they shape the policy in this particular country. But what actually has caught my attention, there's a guy who tweeted in Twitter, in X, and said that Kenyans should unfollow Ngugi, Njogosh, Nick Big Fish, and I don't know, I have forgotten another person, because they are tribalistic, simply because they called out Joho and Junet Mohammed for the wrong utterances they did. From where I stand, actually, I think while we are accusing the likes of the former deputy president of tribalism, I think also those in the government and the supporters of the Kenya Kwanza government are also using a tribal card to divide Kenyans. And I think from where I stand right now going forward, Kenya should be very careful, because if this tribal card is going to be pulled this way, it's likely to land us in a very hot soup in 2027. But all said and done, do you think the president has a right to be mad at Kenyans? Do you think actually the president is in control? Do you think actually Kenyans should continue rejecting the Sadaka, the projects that they feel are exploitative? And and by the way, do you think it's nice for the church to kukataa sadaka? They say they are not denying the sadaka. Wanataka kama unaleta sadaka yako ya 2 million, wewe eka hapo kama ni hiyo cheki na uende. Do you think it should be done that way? My opinion is that wacha walete pole pole pila ku-announce waweke kwa kanisa. What is your opinion? Let me hear in the comment section below, and tell me the next theme that you want us to analyze. Of course, we have so many themes lined up for this channel, so you can also add us the ones that you feel we need to talk about. Otherwise, thank you so much. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment on our videos. See you next time.